did you at the time believe that high-level Democrats and celebrities were worshiping Satan, drinking the blood of children?
Anderson, I thought you did that. And I would like to apologize for that right now. So I apologize for thinking that you ate babies. But yeah, 100%.
You actually believe that I was drinking the blood of children?
Yes, I did.
So you see right here, his arms are behind him. That's not usual. That's something that you see in the Orient, sometimes in the Middle East, where men walk with their arms behind them like that. Usually American men, we're a little bit bulky in the shoulder and stuff like that. We don't normally walk like that. Pretty big guy, looking back to make sure everything's moving as planned. So this woman right here looks like she's moving with the purpose. And like I said, I don't know if that's his wife. She looks kind of young, but that's, it is what it is. Her hand is in there, leading him, it looks like. He doesn't look too happy there in this picture. And you can't see any handcuffs on, but his arms are definitely back there as if they are. Right. Well, the next video basically shows Biden signing blank executive orders. So let's watch this one.
Look at this. He's supposed to be signing executive orders.
Next one is referenced about.
Where's the writing? There's no writing on there. There is nothing on that paper for these executive orders. Look at him. He's not even holding it up and showing it. These people are faking this. No lettering. Look, no lettering. He's just signing that. Blank papers. Y'all.
It's all a show.
We have an army of digital soldiers. Because this was an insurgency, folks. This was run like an insurgency. This was irregular warfare at its finest in politics. We have what we call citizen journalists. Okay? Because the journalists that we have in our media did a disservice to themselves, actually more than they did to this country. They did a disservice to themselves because they displayed an arrogance that is unprecedented. And so the American people decided to take over the idea of information. They took over the idea of information. And they did it through social media. We have an army of digital soldiers. We have an army of digital soldiers. We have an army of digital soldiers. We have an army of digital soldiers.
I do have good news. Now, I myself personally did not witness this. I cannot, say, yes, it happened, I witnessed it. But I'm going to report to you what is being reported to me. And I take a risk when I do that. I got a lot of flack this week from people saying, how can you say that and this and that? For those of you who say things like that on the thread, you don't understand that I'm getting messages from above, and then I get a message from somebody who's got intel, and they match exactly. And so this is what happens when you're awake and when your third eye comes open. You start getting those internal messages are saying, this is happening, this is happening, this is happening. So I may or may not see it, but then comes a report from somebody that, yes, it's happening. And they can't say anything because they can't spoil the operation. You're just a talk show host or somebody like that. They can't spoil the sting operation. Like there are some people who are completely aligned with the inside and they have talk shows. Now I'm like on the edge of that. So I get intel and then I get a message from above. And so when those two things coincide, I know that I have to tell you. So I'm going to share some information. Yeah, we're under martial law. And there's definitely a lot of disinformation out there. Exactly. Trump is tricking people to think he's giving up, but he didn't. He has to look weak in order for them, it emboldens them. They come out and they do their thing. So I might as well start. Well, let me say first that it didn't look good today. And everybody was like, oh, he gave up and now what? And there was about half and half. Half people were saying, I'm going to give up. I can't take it anymore. And then the other half saying, of course, he's not going to give up. Come on, you guys. I mean, he's not going to come this far with this many planning and the military asking him to run for president, this huge operation. And they're not going to stop now. You have to understand that this is a military operation. It's a sting operation that's been going on. It started to be planned 25, 30 years ago. In fact, the people who started it was after Kennedy, JFK, was murdered. Those generals knew who killed JFK. Now we know, of course, that George Bush Sr., the CIA, Lyndon Johnson, and a certain, maybe the mafia and some others were involved. And it certainly was never Lee Harvey Oswald. And this is why it's like, why am I involved? It's like I'm a spiritual teacher and a healer, but for some reason I'm dragged into this. I was born in an intelligent family. And the people who organized the sting operation that is known as the Trump administration is actually a very elaborate sting operation, did so to get justice for our slain president, John F. Kennedy, because that's when America was finally completely stolen. And we've never had a decent president since then. Oh, there was a couple that tried a little bit, but they knew they couldn't do very much or they'd be killed. And each of them did try. Jimmy Carter did a couple of things. Reagan tried to do a couple of things. And as much as he was hated and dishonest, Richard Nixon actually did some good things. He's the one who started the Environmental Protection Agency. And he created some things for people that maybe nobody knows about that were semi-good. But of course, he did a lot of other bad things too. So, you see a few good things. Not until Donald Trump. I mean, the president's got increasingly worse, as we can see, because George Bush Sr. tried to assassinate Ronald Reagan to take over the presidency, and Ronald Reagan's wife saved him by, she read his astrology that day and said, you don't go to this location on this day or you won't survive. So he went on a different location and they still tried to kill him, but he lived through it. And so George Bush Sr. got elected after that, but everybody hated him so much he didn't last. And most people don't know that George Bush Sr.'s father, Prescott Bush, tried to stage a coup against Franklin Roosevelt to take over the presidency back in the 40s or the 30s, whenever, probably 41 or something. So the Bush family has been trying to destroy America for a long time. And they are never to be trusted, never. They are full-blown Illuminati. So this administration was created as a sting operation to save America and to avenge our slain president and to bring justice, freedom, liberty, democracy, and the right president back. I think you're going to be surprised, and I'm not going to go into that. But what I will tell you is, according to my source, the major arrests have been made. The sting operation is a success, and they now have under arrest Nancy Pelosi, Joe Biden, Adam Schiff, Hunter Biden, and all of the Democrats that were elected prior to this last term that participated in the treason on January 6th by not certifying Donald Trump, who we all know won by a landslide. So there, if you happen to notice yesterday in the House of Representatives and in the Senate, there was nobody there. And they had to swear in the new ones that were just elected because they didn't have anything to do with with the treason plot. They weren't there. Apparently there's only 10 Democrats left that were not arrested. So the rest of that's 90 members of the House, of the Senate and that was arrested. And I don't know how many members of the House were arrested. Adam Schiff was arrested. Others who were arrested, AOC, Ilhan Omar, the mayor and the governor of New York, Governor Cuomo and Mayor de Blasio supposedly have been arrested. I'm telling you, I cannot confirm it other than that this is what my source tells me and that my spirit tells me. And I'm going to go ahead and say it because people need to be uplifted. Mark Zuckerberg was arrested. I think that the reason why I've been speculating, this is one of the reasons why I'm sharing it. Why am I still on YouTube and why am I still on Facebook when they've been banning me all year long? Why did I get put back up? I'm one of the few that got put back up because I had a feeling they were being arrested and they didn't have enough staff members to block all of my videos anymore. So as a result of the sweep, Zuckerberg, Jack Dorsey of Twitter, and I don't know who the CEO, it's a woman, of YouTube have been arrested. And I don't know where they are. I don't know how long it's going to be. I don't know if they'll be allowed to go on bond. It's another thing you need to understand, and I can't put up a picture here. There's two things. There's something called a deep fake, and then the mask. They have, the media is complicit with the deep state. They make a mask of people that they want them to still be seen, and they put it on the face of a dummy or an actor. And then they walk through an airport or they walk through Congress or whatever. And I saw the pictures, and there were a lot of dummies where they put the faces on, and then they walked the dummy through. One of them was Ruth Bader Ginsburg. Another one was Hillary Clinton. Another one was Barack Obama. And so then they'd walk these dummies through, or the actor would walk through, and then it would look like these people were still alive. They're in prison. So George Soros, Hillary Clinton, Barack Obama, these people have been arrested. Kamala Harris was arrested. Joe Biden. The Democratic mayors were arrested. So probably, we're not sure which ones, like Detroit, Minneapolis, possibly Chicago mayor, that woman from Chicago. And several publishers, publishers have been arrested, and they're coming for, next, they're going to be coming for the media people. CBS, NBC, CNN, Anderson Cooper, those people. I don't think they've been arrested. And, but Congress has been arrested. So this is big news, folks, and I want you to hear it tonight because yesterday and today were very hard for everybody. There's nothing, you don't hear anything from Trump. He can't tell you what's going on. It's a military operation. So he has to maintain silence and let them do. They're arresting people all over the world, So they've also arrested several presidents of countries. They've arrested the Italian people. Some of it are the Italian parliament are involved in the attempt to sting the election. And they did do it, the election fraud. And there was a lot of people involved in that, including Barack Obama. And they have the affidavits the two hackers who were hired by Barack Obama and the premier of Italy, the former president of Italy. But they paid, $400 million. They also have the wiretap money that came from China to pay for the election fraud, to pay the hackers. And these hackers have given up the goods and they're telling on everybody. And so in order for the Italian government to escape war with the United States, because this is serious, this is an ally. Italy is a NATO ally. We're a member of NATO, so is Italy, and so is Germany. And we think Germany is involved in this too. So in order for those two countries to avoid a war, they damn well better give up their traitors who participated in this. And so a bunch of Italian people were arrested, and they're in the parliament or whatever, high-level Italians, which were given up by the Italian government to avoid conflict with the United States. So those are the main arrests. And I wish I could hear your voices. I think I got all of you. So we're talking about 100 people were arrested. And of course, Nancy Pelosi and Mike Pence both are arrested. Both Joe and Hunter Biden. And they may still try to stage an inauguration. And because there are other people out there, and that's what they're trying to do, is to figure out who the other traitors are. So it may happen. It may still happen. You may still see like a fake Biden and a fake Kamala Harris come out because they want to make it look like there's another government. But in the meantime, we have, and this could very well happen where we have two separate governments for a while. I don't know how long, but because this is two warring sides, it's the deep state and the patriots. And the patriots, you guys are the ones that are keeping this alive. Because if it wasn't for the fact that there were 100 million patriots just in America alone who don't want to have a communist regime, they know very well that you're going to rise up and fight back. That it's a 100 million man army, isn't it? So they have to, the deep state is going to do whatever they do. I don't know what it's going to be, but I suspect there's going to be some violence very soon once they realize that their leaders have been arrested.
All right, part 2 of the actual feed. You can see them all down in here, like they're in a holding or a waiting chamber. Well, nobody hanging from the lamp, that's a good sign. But as we can see, police. Look at this, I'll get closer. I got a good TV. Police. And now you understand these are certified U.S. Marshals because they have jurisdiction over D.C. police. And only U.S. Marshals can arrest a sitting federal government employee. In case you guys didn't know that, just thought I'd let you know. So that's why he deputized 20,000 U.S. Marshals out of the National Guards the other day. That's why when Trump was playing golf today and the reporter made a really wrong comment, but it made me so good in the morning because I was so upset with my birthday yesterday. Not from all my clapper friends, because man, I got so many happy birthdays I can't count them all. I just want to say thank you. But when Trump was playing golf and the reporter asked him, "How does it feel not to be president again?" He goes, "It's not over yet." This might be the end of it because that's your 3 minutes of what you get. So The lights are supposed to go out, though. Okay, I think they're going to go out right about now. Yeah, this is the good stuff. Okay. Get ready. Let me type in power off. Well, this is a little different than the first feed I had. I just watched about 13 unmarked police vehicles pull around the front road and park next to the White House. Might be happening, y'all. The floodlights on the YB tube above the White House is from the 19th century. Yeah, that light is actually. I believe what I'm watching is live. Well, this is cool. I've never seen this part. You're welcome.
About 2 hours ago. See this shit. Which, that's pretty fucking crazy. That lasted for about 2 hours. And we watch all these fucking cop cars go on this big loop. They do it like 4 different times. Pull off, go across the bridge over here. You can see them all with the sirens on going across the bridge. Come back, do the same thing. They're on all that. 3 buses get escorted in. Lots of police just everywhere. You can see all around the city, fucking police. I watched that for the last 2 hours, talking shit. And then it all goes dark. Gets back to normal. My shit's pulling off.
Damn, buddy.
Look at this shit, Sana. Out of fucking nowhere.
Yeah, you see, that wasn't an organized fireworks event, my friend.
This is one of the,
that was 2 days ago, after the inauguration.
You'd say, when it's all said and done, look up at the night sky, or something like that.
You don't think they're throwing a party?
They're not throwing a fucking Biden party. I'm telling you, I just watched everybody in the White House get arrested.
That looks like we just busted a bunch of communists. Here we go. Here's the one nobody has seen. Save this.
Can't figure it out.
Look at this. Sheriff's bus. That's a sheriff's bus.
This is again. This is called chatter because I've only heard it online and I can't back it up.
Well, I've been on a sheriff's bus, buddy, and that's a fucking sheriff's bus.
Was set up to let them commit treason, so they would certify an election that constitutionally cannot be certified.
We all know that.
And
they had to sign the paperwork.
Does anybody know how many indictments have been created?
222,000 plus worldwide.
Look at this. And what's bizarre is all the buses are different, different companies.
Of course, there's a lot. Well, are you ready for part 4, my friends? Da 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 da.
Still, isn't it bizarre? Military operations usually are just a bunch of the same thing, right?
Oh, no. Not when it's tribunal.
All right, 539 people looking through my little lens here. All right, let's take a vote. How many of you guys want me to see if I can move around and possibly lose the feed because nobody's bothering me here?
No.
I just stay put and just watch all this activity in front of the Capitol.
You just stay there and let us watch those
Sir? Be careful. Thanks a lot. Yes.
transport buses.
Just stay and watch. Stay out. Military transports.
At 3 in the morning. That's perfectly normal.
All right, I'll stay put. Thank you, guys.
There's a bulletproof one. Did you see that one? That's for high-level personnel. That's like they had, that one there is like they had.
Well, not 2 weeks. Right when they announced.
That's like they had with the Pope.
These vans were
200 of them blacked out. That has 12.
2 vans, 3 police cars, 2 vans, 3
12
cars,
armed
police
soldiers in each one. Trust me, I know this shit.
Checkmate.
You forgot to say check. Oh, but does anybody else have this? No, just me, a nobody. With almost 250,000 likes.
Off my lawn. Thank you very much for the donation. I appreciate it.
I gotta find out who this guy is, man. I'm gonna send him a tip.
Angler, thank you very much. Keep it up.
Sam Angler, right on. Good job, bro.
Again, didn't,
We're getting more. Hang on, that's them, not me.
American flags on a Cadillac. They got out with their coffees, completely ignoring me, and are walking in. Is this pretty hot, guys? 4,000 people watching right now. Guys, straight up, I've been a non-essential worker for like a year.
That's JAG military personnel going in to escort their clients into the buses.
And I think I'm getting really historic stuff. So
yeah, you are, buddy.
Donate a little bit of money to me to support me and continue to do. I kind of feel like I'm risking my life right now. I'd be very grateful.
I know how you feel, my friend.
All of you gave me $10. That would be amazing. At 4,000 viewers, 4,100. This is the cap. Thank you. Thank you.
I just want $4. All right, this is part 4.
Duke, thank you again.
Part 5, my Clapper family. Are you ready?
Anybody have an opinion on this car? Thank you, Jasmine. Jasmine Cox. Does anybody have an opinion on this?
That is a...
What is this car about? What is this car about, you think?
Dude, that is an Interpol. It's a diplomatic. That means they're getting a foreign diplomat within Congress.
What could be going on?
Well, that's what a lawyer carries behind
This is
him.
amazing. I really think I am the only person out here filming. There's no press anywhere.
There's me, buddy. There's you.
Here with American flags on the head.
That makes $1 million.
Who's got an idea of what's going on here?
You got about 500 JAG officers going in.
Crack me out.
JAG.
They got a driver. They got out of the back. He's looking at me. And nobody...
No sudden moves, you idiot.
Is this legal, guys? Would somebody tell me that, please?
Tribunal, there are no laws. Only what's already in paper.
Ohio gravy, thank you very much.
Don't stand in front of that fire hydrant. I'm loving it, guys. This is like 3 Christmases in one day. There's another set of 3 JAG officers. The lawyer, her assistant, and the one that carries the paper.
And R. Heath, again, $49 or $50 donation. I really am very grateful, guys. And of course, back to Duke, for your 2 donations. Jay Collins, thank you for your donation. Thank you for your 2 donations.
Sometimes bad guys don't think far enough ahead. They don't understand that just because we as the great American people, as big as we are on the whole planet, have this one central location that is representative of us, it's still only representative. America is a lot bigger than just one little tiny speck on the frickin' planet.
This is good. I got time to kill. You don't mind, do you?
My city may represent America right up until it doesn't represent America. It has to be this tough. It got this screwed up because people forgot how easily an enemy can come in by subversion, by misdirection, by lies, through treasonous traitors, through bribery, through blackmail, honeypots, every way you can do it.
Ooh, Swalwell.
Of a country, get control of people. Those honeypots.
There's some serious crap going down there, my friends. That is not a normal day at the White House. Well, if I knew better and I know better, I'm saying they're probably doing 200 to 300 tribunals right now. Tribunal can be 3.5 minutes long, 5 minutes long. It's 4 judges that President Trump already pre-picked out of any of the existing states that he wanted to. And all the evidence has been turned in, because once they violated that law, any and all evidence he had from any local state government, any federal investigation, any major agency over the last 4 years was allowed to be admitted only then as evidence. Now, the special part. He has some very high-level pedophiles. Those you will not be seeing at all. A majority of these people are their first offenders for their connection or association or working under someone like Nancy. But people like Swalwell, sorry, they're looking at 25 years to life. Nancy, forget it. And any and every one of them, most of them, their main punishment from Trump is you'll never have a government position ever again, and we're taking all your assets, which is basically what they deserve. All right, here's the actual live 3-minute feed. And there's an interpretation of dates now. It might have actually happened inauguration day, just before they walked out and signed the paperwork. That's why there was less than 100 people in attendance. And they didn't allow President Trump there because they said he was not allowed there. It was not he couldn't attend. They said he was not allowed there because he was a threat to Biden by being there. So they did that. I just want you guys to know that. But this is the actual... Now, if you look down in the corner, sir, you're going to see cherries. This whole roll is nothing but cherries and berries. What's that? Cherries? What's that over there in the corner? What's that over there? They surrounded the entire city block with over 200 vehicles. Cherries there. Here we go. Now you see the power's on at the Washington Monument. Their key excuse was a circuit breaker failed. Oh yeah, I sure hope you don't have any dams with the circuit breaker like you got in that. But they were old, they said. But that has nothing to do with the White House and the surrounding grounds. You see the high-powered spotlight on a lamp that's powered by a generator? Why is that there? But now the whole time this is going down, they've got all those buses already in there. They already got the JAG officers in there. They're actually holding the tribunals in the White House, is what President Trump's exact words were not too long ago. I want to do a second half of this.